Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. As you know, at the end of last term we had an amazing, memorable Grade 5 exhibition, so we have some fantastic Grade 5s here to talk about it and they're going to introduce themselves.
I'm Cooper.
I'm Laura.
I'm Leia.
And I'm Sophia.
And also we have Miss Ileana at the end. And they're going to tell us a little bit about their experiences, what was special about it and what they enjoyed. Who would like to start?
I will start. It was a lot of fun. It took a long time. We had a lot of challenges, but in the end we came through. And it was pretty hard, but if we all worked together, we successfully did it. Luar was actually in my group, and our group was deforestation.
Tell me, why did you choose deforestation, you two?
Because it had a lot of fun and interesting facts and information. Also, I wanted to learn about what was happening in the forest and why they're so dramatically decreasing. Yeah, that's a script from that's a line from my script that I used
I realized
from
that.
exhibition.
Who are
I had a lot of fun. I think what got us to the results was mostly teamwork, cause I don't think I couldn't have done it without Cooper and Celine, who were in my group.
Yeah, so we kind of had these more or less jobs.
We split the work.
Yeah, I was more or less the email person and like the documents and stuff. She was more of the posters and Celine was more of the Celine.
He was more of the computers and he was mostly like coding. Yeah.
Everyone, just in case you don't know, the way the project works is it's a transdisciplinary project, so they have to involve lots of skills, maths, the way they communicate, languages, writing component, and they have to involve all these in this project that they then present at the end of the term. So that's what's been talked about here. So, should we pass to Leia?
Yeah. I think exhibition was a very memorable moment for me because I learned a lot and I had a lot of fun with Sophia and Abby.
Talk a little bit about your project and what you focused on.
It was about gender equality. I chose it because I realized that there is a lot of inequality in the world and I thought it would be nice for other people to recognize it.
Sophia, yeah.
Okay, so I'd say exhibition was a really cool idea. I mean, a really cool thing that unique thing that not many people get.
Like the opportunity to do.
Yeah, it also, to me, I look at it as a way of like, it's like preparing us for NYP and all the projects and stuff, and also it's like a really nice way. It's like bonding, and it helps you with teamwork, like management, organization, and like how to create presentations. I'd say it was really fun. Like it encouraged like friendships and helped friendships become stronger. Yeah, I was with Leia and Abby, and I can see that my friendship has definitely become stronger after exhibition.
Tell people, because they won't know, how long did it take you to prepare all that work for the exhibition?
Around like 5 or 6 weeks.
I mean,
5 or
we
6
had
weeks.
at least 4 weeks for research?
No, it was 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2
Like
weeks
1
for
week.
research and
2 weeks for action and around 2 weeks for
The presentation.
like actually
making
building
it.
the presentation and posters.
Okay, I'm going to explain because everyone doesn't understand this as well. So there's a research component. They have an issue and they have to research it thoroughly.
Like the research component is where you go around, get good information, and then that's the information that you're going to use later on in either your presentation or maybe taking action, because you can learn about things from research and then you can take action on that.
Let's talk about the action bit then, because one of you said there's the research component, there's the presentation, which I'm going to come back to because I always thought you presented in some amazing ways, and there's the actions. Talk about some of the actions you also
So,
take.
kind of like finding the actions was pretty difficult for my group. But one day we just sat with Miss Eliana, and suddenly it just came to mind that since there are so many stereotypes in the world, like in children, it starts in early childhood, and I could see like I'm frustrated because of it, and I want to do something about it. And then I remember, because I have 2 siblings in kindergarten, and I remembered my siblings are learning how to read. If my team and I create a creative way to break these stereotypes, it could show the little kids right when they're starting to read that they can like be anything really. Because we also asked them to draw a few professions. Some were very stereotypical, some were just based on their gender. Like if it was a girl, everything would be a girl. If it was a boy, everything would be a boy. And yeah, so when we're done with this book, we're in the progress of making it. But when it's done, it's going to go to kindergarten because that's when they usually learn how to read. And that's how we will try to break the stereotypes. And Leia had an idea that because she went to this WOW festival, Women of the World, and she had an idea, she was inspired to create this video. There.
The video was about more of like when people see it, they can recognize, like they can think about what they can do, because at the start of the video it's like no talking, because I mean if we put it somewhere like where everyone sees it, then when they look up at it, then they won't have to read it. They won't have to like listen to it, because I think that people find it very boring to listen to a very, very long speech. But if they're kind of like forced to read it, for entertainment or something, then it really makes a bigger effect.
It talks about like all the legacies that women have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you ended the question at the end.
Yeah,
what do you
like
ask people?
The last 3 things that weren't to do with legacies was: you are powerful, you are limitless. What will your legacy be?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
But those are great actions, aren't they? A book that actually developing a book to help younger students break stereotypes really young. It's a great action, and also a video that is going to make you reflect on your legacy and your place in the world.
Yeah, and just to say, we had a great meeting, a 1-hour-long meeting, I'd say, with Mr. Byron and Miss Adriana, where you kind of shared what you wanted, but he helped you go through the materials for how to make your project come
And
to
now
life.
we have an actual hardcover book.
That was printed with the laser cutter.
That's great. You two talk about your actions.
As one of our actions, because we were more or less in paper use from trees, we put paper recycling bins in each of the classrooms, PYP classrooms. And I hope people will use them, because we just put them like in a few days. Today and yesterday. Yeah.
I've seen your poster. It's very well advertised, the work you've done on recycling now, based from the Forest program.
I think also we had a mural. I was thinking like we have a lot of things to do. I don't think I'll have time for the mural, because
it actually took a lot less time than we actually thought it would.
Yeah.
Tell us about your mural.
The mural, it's sad. So basically, there was a line in the middle. It's a tree.
And then it said
one side is like a nice half,
beautiful green park.
and then the other side is just a bunch of fires, forest fires, and just deforestation. And it said, "No forest, no life."
That's a great mural. That's really a strong statement, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I think that's really one of the great things about the exhibition, is it really makes students reflect on action that's going to have impact. And how do you do that? Like, you're talking about major issues, and thinking about ways to have impact is hard, isn't it? It's not an easy thing. I also would like to ask you about the really creative ways everybody thought both about presenting their material in the exhibition and also in action. I mean, there are lots of things: puppet shows, videos, newscasts.
We actually did mostly a lot of raising awareness.
How did you do that?
For one of them, we did a quiz, a video game, a movie, a trailer, and also the mural. Well, yeah, the mural. But
The trailer was fantastic. They shared it in our assembly today, and it made people really giggle, and it showed kind of how humor can.
We tried to make
inspire
it
people.
like entertaining, but then they actually said something. It didn't just be like.
Can you explain it just a little bit?
So the trailer was like talking about. It was just showing out like how we were working, and then we actually made a movie about it too, and we were actually talking about our research that time.
and some facts that we had.
But we also, popped in a few jokes just to keep them entertained.
That was good. In terms of creativity, your piece ended with a really nice showstopper at the end, didn't it? That really made people reflect.
Yeah.
Oh, the door.
Yeah, talk about the door.
Okay, so I'm gonna say we. So we created a store called the Positivity Door to. So like when people look in it, there's a mirror, and on the bottom it says tell yourself 3 positive things. So basically, what it was supposed to mean, and like what it was supposed to make, like and how it was supposed to impact, it was going to be like, if for example, like, because some people, they stop themselves from doing. In my perspective, I feel like some people, they don't like be risk takers to do like a job or anything really, just because of like their gender or something like I don't know how to say it.
The kind of inhibitions, like when you're not feeling all the possibilities within yourself of all the things you can do.
Like very negative and so basically I wanted to make sure when everybody opens it, it's to boost self-esteem and not like continue low self-esteem.
It's it's just a great way to end. Okay, I'm sure. And not sure there's anything to add. Anything, Celiana, would you like to add anything? Or I thought that was a really great.
So comprehensive, and you all spoke with such clarity and such understanding of your own process. There were so many parts to it that I think you've highlighted the best parts and the hard parts and the creative parts.
There's still one more.
Oh, what's that?
I was searching up like for cool equality t-shirts, and I came across sushi rolls, not gender rolls.
Oh yeah.
So I went for more research, and I found that He for She created it, and He for She is actually a big part of our presentation. So the next day, like the day of the dress rehearsal, I said we should create sushi rolls, not gender rolls, and with a sign. So we created sushi, and we created sushi rolls, not gender rolls. And me being me, when we talked to the grade 4s, grade 3s, and grade 2s, I just had to make voices with the sushi. Like them narrating.
That was fun. That's another fun way to communicate, and another really creative element.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, everybody. I'm sure that gave you an insight into the experience behind the Grade 5 exhibition, and thank you for the Grade 5s for coming today and telling us all about it. Thank you, everybody.
Well done.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.